Good morning, my friends, and thank you for coming to join me for another special edition of Rich Shaves. Today is not so much of a shave as it is not even a challenge. It's more of a survey. I've been asked what my 5 favorite soaps are, my 4 post-shave treatments, my favorites, 3 favorite brushes, 2 favorite razors, and what blade is my favorite. That required quite a bit of soul searching on my part and a little bit of compromise, but here's what I came up with. Okay, for soaps, because I got it, it's my favorite. This is kind of the king of the heap. Panicremas Nuavia Blue. I happen to have blue. Some of the guys liked red, and some guys liked green. I got the blue. Can't afford to try another one for a little bit, but I like the blue real well. Performance is just off the charts, and it's triple milled, so it's going to last me probably. I probably won't ever finish this. I'll pass it on to my son to let him try, and he'll pass it on to numerous generations. The same is the case with my second favorite, is Prix de Provence number 63. This one I have to use occasionally because it lasts so long it actually grows in the container. So if I don't use it every now and then, it'll pop the top off. So you have to keep using it. It smells wonderful. I've gotten, this is one that the spouse unit likes, so if the spouse unit likes it, then I'm going to like it all the more. Another one I like is pretty much anything from Phoenix Shaving, only because they have neat pictures on the top. Performance-wise, they are on par with the next batch is a Sterling Spice. I happen to like, this one is Sangre de Drago, or Dragon's Blood. I like it real well. I like the way it smells and the way that it performs. But it doesn't perform any better or different than Ron's product, Sterling product. This is a touchstone, and I compare all the other performance of any soap against Sterling. So you're a touchstone, Ron. That's all there is to it. Rod. My nose is plugged up pretty badly this morning, and I couldn't go along without keeping our resident artist in the lineup. This is the Harvest Oud. This came out at the same time that Roasted Oatmeal Stout came out. Has a fairly similar fragrance. I happen to like the Harvest Oud a little bit better than the Roasted Oatmeal Stout. That's just my nose. Almost everything he puts out also is quite good. That's my 5 soaps. My 4 fragrances, or 4 post-shave applications. I decided not to throw Thayer's in because that's almost like cheating. Everybody uses Thayer's. But I do like my Prix de Provence number 63, also with it says it's an eau de toilette, or eau de toilet. Wife unit likes it, so I like it. She also likes Alpa. It says it's a cologne, but it's way too weak to be a cologne, so it's just an aftershave. It's Alpa's Fougere, and I got a nearly full bottle of it. I got it on sale somewhere, and wife unit likes it, so I like it. I like Proraso Green, because I likes me some menthol, and that's what this is. So this is one of my first aftershaves, which brings us to my number 1 aftershave, which was my first, was Old Spice. When Dad passed, he had a stash of these things, I must have 5 or 6 bottles. They're not all full. Some of them are empty. So I've consolidated them all into, I think I have 3 bottles now of vintage Old Spice. And then the new stuff isn't bad once you let it age in glass. But those are my 4 aftershave treatments. My 3 brushes. Well, first I'm going to clear the air a little bit. This is my El Cheapo del Grande boar brush of lathering. I found out later it is a Von der Hagen. I got it in a bargain barrel at Sally. It's long since, well, there's one, but it doesn't shed very much, and I've used it pretty much constantly for my entire time I've ever shaved. It's a good one. Maybe I got lucky with it, or maybe it really is a good brush. I don't know. I like it though. Number 2 is my anniversary brush with the coin on the bottom and the two-tone. It's just pretty, and the badger bristles in this one are all broke in, and it stopped shedding, and it's just wonderful. I like it very much. And I also have a very high regard for my RazoRock 400 clone. It's super heavy, but it's a synthetic, and I like the ergonomics of this, particularly after I had my hands worked on. I had a little trouble holding on to small things, and this thing worked out real good for when I was in therapy for that. Those are my 3 brushes, my 2 razors. I'll bring them out here. Jetta. This is a Type M. This is an all-purpose razor. It's good for what ails you. It's been known to shave off the common cold. It's I don't think a shave den is complete without some sort of injector. And this is the one that the Vector is going to be going up against, because I get me some amazing shaves with an injector. And so whenever my Vector comes in, that's what's going to happen. And then of course the RazoRock Game Changer, in both of it, I managed to get 2 plates. This one is the 0.68 plate, but I've also got the 0.84 plate, so I've got 1 razor and two bottom plates, so I can switch back and forth. And really, when it comes down to it, when you go to switch them, you don't feel too much difference between the 2. It's only a couple thousandths, and so I do keep it in its little sack, which is nice. Which brings us to our number 1 product, and that is blades. I'm taking a little different approach. My favorite blade is a Claas Tornbloom shoulderless grind. This is from the late 19th century, I guess. I guess that's what we'd call it. I like these so much that I bought 12 of them. I'm down to 8 now. I've given some away to friends. Hopefully they found good homes. One went in the pass-around box. But these that I have left are new old stock blades, and I'm holding on to them at least for a while, until I get up to where I can really use them. But that's my favorite blade. I like Swedish steel in general, but it's hard to beat a Claas Tornbloom or a CVH. Any of those, they're wonderful. So that's pretty much it for my survey. I was trying to think who I would nominate for the next 3 positions. And I'm going down the list, and I'm going, God, he's been gotten, he's been gotten, he's been gotten. I don't think Milk Crate's been grabbed. And I don't think Doc Holliday's been grabbed. So how about Milk Crate, Doc Holliday? I see Steve Truck Frank's already been got. I think the Monkey's been got. UA Cowboy for sure. CVH 737. So how's that? CVH 737. Doc Holliday, 0831, and Milk Crate. Those will be my next three that we'll survey. And thanks for bearing with me. And we'll see you for the next regular shave. Bye-bye now. Oh, stop it.